I see a red button.
Are we turning our cameras off when we're not on? Is that
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Saturday Night Live.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for another installment of Gregory Does a Fucking Movie. Tonight's movie's going to be Bad Santa. Fuck it. Hope you have a good time.
I shall begin. Bad Santa. Milwaukee bar night. It looks like a warm, cozy place out of It's a Wonderful Life. It is early evening, happy hour, and the clientele is well-heeled and sociable. Sitting alone at the far end of the bar, given a wide berth by the other customers, a man, Willie, stares morosely into his drink. The drink is clearly not his first. He wears a red velvet suit and red velvet hat with a white pom-pom. He has shiny black boots with red velvet trim. His long white beard is not real and is in fact pulled down below his chin to facilitate drinking. He takes a sip and sets the drink carefully back down. After another long, staring, morose beat, he starts weeping. It is loud, dolorous, and unself-conscious. Exterior alleyway behind the Milwaukee bar night. Santa staggers out the back door, then pauses and leans with one hand against the alley wall, uses the other hand to hold his pom-pom out of the way, and vomits. Orientation room day. An upbeat woman trainer presides over a half-dozen Santas sitting at school desks. On the blackboard, the trainer is writing out the 6th Santa commandment. Santa's 10 commandments. 1. No alcoholic beverages before or during your shift. 2. Know the names of your reindeer. 3. Do not smoke in your costume. 4. No swearing. 5. Absolutely no flirting. 6. Coax a smile from the child.
Coax a smile from the child. Remember, parents don't want photos where their child isn't smiling. Some children may not want to smile. It is your job to coax a smile out of them. A good line to remember is, Santa thinks everybody should be happy. Can you smile for Santa? A camera can only copy a child's smile. It will take you to put it there.
The Santas will see you behind his desk.
If the child will not smile, the photo elf will go ahead and take the picture anyway. Now, it is a good Santa's job to smile as well. I know with a big white beard, your smile can be partially hidden. So you must learn to smile with your eyes. They show warmth and can be very expressive.
Cut to Willie's face as he finishes off the can of Coke, his eyes colder than those of a dead fish.
Remember, you have been chosen for the starring role of Santa Claus. Your portrayal of this beloved character will have major impact on every child you meet. Keep that in mind at all times, that to them, you aren't a man dressed up like Santa. You are Santa.
Cut back to Willie's face. His expression reads, please kill me. Exterior downtown Milwaukee shopping district. Wintry night. It is Christmas Eve, and the sidewalks throng with people rushing to do their last-minute shopping. A mother and her 2 absurdly bundled children emerge from the crowd.
Hurry, boys. We're going to miss Santa.
She drags them across the street toward the looming Art Deco monolith that is the big city department store, to a candy cane letter sign, to Santa's workshop. The boys cross the threshold of the gate, and their eyes fill with wonder. There is Santa seated on his throne like a scarlet messiah. The younger child staggers forward to join the line of 100 other leaky-nosed worshippers awaiting an audience. At the head of the line, the next waiting child is escorted to Santa's chair by a smiling, tiny man, Marcus, dressed up as an elf. A voice comes over the intercom.
Attention shoppers, the store will be closing in 5 minutes. We hope tomorrow is a pleasant Christmas and thank you for shopping with us, your friends. The photo elf takes the digital photo and presents it to a mom.
The photo elf takes the digital photo and presents it to a mom.
My, what a darling picture. Are you certain you only want the single? Additional photos come in handy as gifts for grandma and grandpa or a wonderful remembrance for friends.
That's all right. I'll just take the single.
On Santa's knee is a young boy who whispers excitedly in his ear.
Uh-huh. Yeah, done.
Young boy climbs off and runs away. A bratty kid jumps up on Santa's lap.
I saw you in another mall.
Right. Good for you.
You're not really Santa. If you were Santa, you could do magic.
You want magic?
Santa pushes him off his lap and shoves him on his way.
There. I just made you disappear.
Santa turns to his elf.
That it?
The elf nods as he peels off a pointed prosthetic ear. Santa pulls a fifth of old granddad from the cushions of his throne.
Thank fucking God.
He takes a swig. With the sound of closing circuits, banks of lights systematically shut down in the various departments of the now empty store. Downstairs, the last of the store employees file out the door past an old security guard. Eventually, Santa emerges.
Merry Christmas, Willie.
Up your ass.
Have it your way, Willie.
Don't tell me which way to have it.
The security guard heads for a panel near the doorway and punches a key labeled ARM. An LED readout labeled arming counts down from 30 seconds. The guard exits the store, locks the door, and heads home. At Santa's workshop, a large teddy bear sits under a Christmas tree. Suddenly, it moves, bolting upright and sprinting from the room. The alarm continues to count down. The teddy bear slides down the space between the railing of the escalators. Landing on its feet, it barrels toward the door, scrambling, crashing into everything in its path. Running past a clothing display, it rips the arm off a mannequin without breaking stride. It skids to a stop at the base of the alarm box, too short to reach the controls. It raises the mannequin arm using the pointed finger on its hand to press the cancel key on the keypad. Mission accomplished, the teddy bear rips off its head to reveal his true identity, Santa's elf, in civilian life known as Marcus Skidmore. He is covered in sweat and panting like an asthmatic. In the store shipping area, a hasp flips open and Marcus swings the door wide to reveal a beer-guzzling Santa in the off-season known as Willie T. Soak. He finishes the beer, crushes the can, and drops it to his feet next to 8 more empties.
You ready?
Ah, Jesus.
Marcus sneers at him as he lumbers past. Marcus and Willie tear open the prop presents on the workshop set and remove several tools. Marcus reaches into jewelry cases and removes a few particular items. He drops them into a stock cart, then checks a typed list before moving on. Marcus pushes the cart through the store, gathering an odd array of items that range from furs to gowns to shoes to makeup. At the back offices, Marcus arrives and sees Willie manning a large water drill and putting it to work on the store's vault.
How's it going?
I'm finished when I'm finished.
I'm going downstairs. I need a melon butter and a loofah.
The drill suddenly revs higher, getting Willie's attention.
Got it.
Marcus moves closer as Willie pulls back the drill on the track. He places a screwdriver into the exposed lock assembly and hits it with a sledgehammer. Suddenly, the door swings open and bundled cash spills to the floor. Both men are impressed.
Fuck the loofah, let's go.
Marcus and Willie wheel out 2 carts and roll them through the open doors of a waiting van. As they slam the doors, Willie settles on the rear bench as Marcus gets into the passenger seat next to his Filipina mail-order wife of several years, Lois, who is dressed in expensively ugly clothes and whose mouth is ever downturned in pruny distaste.
Marcus, did you get the loofah?
The van speeds away through the Christmas Eve night and disappears into the distance. Close-up of an alarm clock ringing with a jolt in a rat bag apartment. Willie, in bed, blearily wakes up to the insistent alarm. He tries to turn it off, but his fingers are still clotted with sleep. In a series of frustrated grunts and groans, he becomes more and more aggravated until, finally...
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
One final scream, and it's out of his system. He downs the beer and steps into the adjoining bathroom to brush his teeth. On Biscayne Street, Willie is sipping a cup of coffee, meandering down the street, scratching his ass. His walk brings him to a fancy eatery at lunchtime. As he passes, he casually snatches a handful of car keys from the parking valet key box and moves on. Pushing various key fobs, he seems dissatisfied until a brand new Cadillac chirps. Willie gets in and drives off. Willie reaches over into the glove compartment and pulls out the registration. He focuses on the car owner's address. Upper-class home hallway. Willie, eating a corn dog, saunters down an opulent hallway, a beer swinging in one hand. Bathroom. In an extravagant marble bathroom, we see Willie sitting on the toilet, leafing through a magazine, beer bottle on the counter next to him, pants around his ankles. Study. Sucking on his beer, Willie paces the periphery of the room, methodically knocking painting after painting off the walls until finally he exposes a wall safe. A smile, and he pulls out a stethoscope. The safe door swings open to reveal stacks of cash. At a strip bar, Willie scratches a lottery ticket. He's now wearing a Rolex and some gaudy ring.
Yeah, baby. God damn it.
He reaches for another one, and we see that on the bar top in front of him are neat stacks of lottery tickets, as yet unscratched, and an untidy jumble of scratched ones. On the other side of the bar, a middle-aged stripper vies for his attention. Willie's ticket hits for $5.
Yeah, baby.
He tucks it into the stripper's G-string, swigs a drink, and resumes scratching. Ratbag apartment. Willie and the stripper stagger into his apartment drunk as he passes his blinking answering machine.
I got messages. Go wash yourself.
I'm a dancer. I sweat.
Well, you smell like a bum's nutsack.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
As she exits, he activates the machine.
Mr. Soak, this is Andrew Kaplan again from the collection agency.
Boop! Willie skips to the next message.
Willie, I don't care, man. I'm not looking to blame anyone. But that diamond isn't a real stone, man. I took it to...
Boop! Willie skips to the next message.
Hello. This is Helen Axelrod. You ran into my car last week. Well, I called State Farm, but they have no record of any insurance policy for you, and
Boop! Willie skips to the next message.
Willie, it's Marcus. It's that time again. Pack your shit. Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona. Willie and Marcus and Santa and Elf regalia sweating and panting in the heat. Willie polishes off a pint of Smirnoffs and flips it towards a nearby trash can. It misses and breaks loudly on the pavement.
Jesus Christ. Can you maybe keep it together for just 10 minutes?
He pulls some Tic Tacs out of his pocket.
For crying out loud. Chew a few of these, you drunken fucking asshole imbecile.
Anchoring the huge mall complex is the large and upscale Chamberlain's department store. Amid the bustle of holiday shopping, an angry, heavy-set man with a Grizzly Adams beard stomps away from the pursuing store manager, Bob Chapeska.
Harrison, please. Let me explain. Financially,
You get what you pay for, Chapeska. 5 Christmases, I've given my heart, my soul to these kids. Now you flip me for some stranger who'll do it for peanuts and happens to work with a real midget. Let me tell you something. Nobody cares. Nobody comes here for the elf. Santa's the attraction. Burl Ives songs. Does this schmo even play a guitar?
Harrison, it's not about the money or the midget. Believe me, if it was, I don't think they like midget. I think you're supposed to call them.
Ah, forget it.
Harrison stomps away and right toward Marcus and Willie as they enter the store.
Hi, I'm Bob Chapeska. And please don't listen to him. Great resume and photo, by the way.
Thanks. You know, we've been at this a long time and all, so we like to think we do a good job.
A beautiful girl wearing skin-tight pants walks by, catching Willie's eye. He stares wantonly at her ass, off in his own little world.
You two are the best men for the job, truly. So do not let his unpleasantness affect your performance in any way.
Oh no, we're fine. We're
Performance.
Willie's reaction worries Marcus.
Yeah, your performance. You know,
Like performance, like sexual.
excuse me?
Willie. No,
You saying there's something wrong with my gear?
Willie.
I'm sorry, your gear.
You know, my fuck stick.
Okay, we're gonna head downstairs now.
Marcus shoves Willie, who stalks off. Marcus lingers to smooth things over. He forces a grin and shakes his head.
Such a card.
He's not gonna say fuck stick in front of the children, is he?
Oh no. Joke. Adult joke. You know, for us. Adults.
A long, long, long silence.
Joke.
Another beat. Marcus pantomimes helpless laughter, noiselessly throwing his head back and holding his gut as it heaves with mirth. He is instantly composed.
Joke.
Chamberlain's theme is the desert as winter wonderland. Cacti and tumbleweeds are wrapped with lights and flocked with snow, and a team of 9 stuffed burros are hitched to a sleigh. Rudolfo, the red-nosed burro, is tended by several of Santa's elf mannequins. There is a line of waiting children. Marcus makes his way through the line as kids gasp and cheer.
Merry Christmas. Santa's coming. Yay!
Behind the flimsy cardboard set, Willie sits there mostly, head slumped, forearms on knees.
What the fuck you doing? Fuck stick in front of the boss?
I don't like that guy.
He takes a bottle from the floor by his feet and swigs off it. Marcus stares at him.
You don't like any guy. You think I can't find another portly motherfucker that can run this water drill?
Willie just slumps there apologetically.
Don't tempt my hand. You blow this and we're broke for a year. So stop acting like you know something, because pal of mine, you don't know squat.
Yeah.
Now put on your fucking hat and get out there. And try to act professional, for Christ's sake.
An 8-year-old kid, overweight, snot-nosed, badly dressed, and probably smelling of pee, nears the mall entrance. He passes a group of older children doing skateboard stunts. They notice him and taunt him. One of them throws an empty can that hits him in the head. The kid walks on, it seems without noticing. Santa throne, Marcus leads a large, heavy-set boy over. The boy eats a chocolate ice cream cone, which is smeared all over his mouth and t-shirt. Marcus lifts him, with effort, and a groan, onto Willie's lap.
All right. What do you want?
Nintendo Deer Hunter 3.
Fine. Next.
The heavyset boy hops off onto Willie's foot by mistake.
Ouch! Watch the toenails, Will.
Marcus puts a young girl on his lap. She looks up at him in awe.
What do you want?
Santa?
Yeah, come on, come on. What do you want?
Barbie?
Fine. Next.
Marcus puts another young boy on his lap.
What do you want? I don't have all day, kid. What do
Fraggle
you
stick
want?
car? Fraggle stick car?
Fuck is that? Fine. Whatever. Next.
No one is next.
Next. Next.
Still nothing.
Next. God damn it. Let's move it along. This ain't fucking DMV.
Marcus walks over to the rope. The snot-nosed kid is next in line, frozen by fear. Marcus pulls on his hand.
It's okay. Come on.
The kid stays put.
Hey, what's your name?
The kid shakes his head meekly.
You can tell me.
No response.
How about Santa? If you don't tell him, you won't get a present.
This penetrates the kid's fear. He moves.
That's right. Tell Santa. Let's tell Santa.
Marcus leads the kid up to the throne and places him on Willie's lap.
What do you want? Come on. What do you want? A snot rag?
The kid just stares, motionless, except for the flowing rivulet of snot. Willie can't help but stare at it.
Another fucking mongoloid. Marcus, get him out of here before he pisses me off.
Suddenly, the kid is moved to yank Willie's beard. He holds it stretched below Willie's chin.
Fuck, let it go, you little bastard.
It's not real.
It was real. The hair fell out when I got sick.
How'd you get sick?
I loved a woman that was unclean.
Mrs. Santa?
No, her sister. Let the fucking thing go.
What's it like at the North Pole?
Like the suburbs.
Which one?
Apache Junction. What the fuck do you care?
Willie shoves the kid.
Get the hell off my lap.
The kid backs away, looking at him.
You are really Santa, right?
No, I'm an accountant. I wear this as a fucking fashion thing.
Okay.
The kid backs away in awe, never breaking his reverent stare. As Marcus helps the next child onto Santa's lap, Willie hisses at him.
Get that kid out of here. He's freaking me out.
Later that night, the kid sits on a bench watching the entrance to Chamberlain's. After a beat, Willie and Marcus walk out in costume and cross toward the parking lot. The kid follows from a safe distance. Willie and Marcus walk across the huge empty parking lot, followed at a great distance by the kid. They arrive at their cars, Marcus's van and a beat-up old Chrysler that is Willie's, parked next to each other. As the kid creeps closer, he is able to hear their conversation. Willie motions to the Black Angus in the parking lot.
I gotta get a drink on. See you tomorrow.
Just don't come to work stinking of booze. Again.
Don't worry about me. Get going. You'll be late for your Wizard of Oz Candy Bar Guild thing.
Lollipop Guild, asshole. Jesus. 2-year-olds got better. Owls flip me better shit than you.
You trying to say something to me?
Yeah, I'm going to stick my whole fist up your ass.
Black Angus Bar is filled to capacity with loosened tie middle management. Crammed at the far end of the bar, Willie stands out like a sore thumb in his 30-ish crowd. A troublemaker startles Willie for regains his composure, amused by the guy's unflinching anger. Willie raises his glass in a toast to him, as if to say, "Whatever, cheers, you nutcase," and turns back to his drink. The man stands up and, never releasing his stare, moves right up to Willie, 2 inches from his face. Willie looks up.
Listen here, buddy. Let me make yourself perfectly clear. We don't like your kind coming around in here in your red silk and satin clothes with your hunger for same-sex relationships. Consider yourself warned.
Well, fuck you.
I know that's what you'd like to do.
Willie gears up for a swing.
Up yours, you.
Don't.
A hand grabs his arm.
Don't do it.
Willie follows the hand to find a mature but attractive barmaid, Sue, an outdoorsy Western beauty. Her eyes and Willie's lock, a source of sardonic amusement for the troublemaker.
Oh, saved by a woman. Royster, no pussy, please, man. Bah.
He stalks off.
He ain't worth it, sugar. He got hit on last week. Didn't sit too well.
What are you staring at?
By the bathroom, the troublemaker is in another man's face.
This is not Flagstaff.
Another granddad, Santa?
Yep.
She pours him another and slams it on the bar.
Got a name?
Oh, yeah.
He pounds the drink. She waits. Nothing else is forthcoming.
What do you do? I mean, after the holidays.
Nothing till March. Then I'm the Easter Bunny.
Another?
Why not? Buy you one?
Why not?
She pours 2. They both pound them back. Her statement is a question.
Not a big talker.
Nah.
Buy you one?
Why not?
You're pretty regular for a Santa.
It's my job. No big deal. I'm an eating, drinking, shitting, fucking Santa Claus.
Prove it.
Willie stares at her. Willie's car, parking lot. Willie is on top of the barmaid, humping her, still in his Santa suit. His pom-pom bobs in rhythm with his thrusts.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Fuck me, Santa! Oh, fuck me, Santa!
The hat is slipping askew. He reaches for it.
At least let me take the hat off.
Oh, no, I like it.
The parking lot, the barmaid finishes straightening her clothes and touching up her lipstick in the rearview mirror. Willie, leaning against his car, still in his Santa suit, fires up a post-coital cigarette.
I got a thing for Santa Claus. I don't know. I guess it's from early childhood.
Yeah. So's my thing from Tits.
Maybe because my parents were Jewish and never celebrated Christmas, Santa was sort of forbidden, you know?
She gets out of the car.
I like you. Most of the people around here are pretty uptight. My name's Sue. Here's my number. Don't mothball that suit.
Willie, nodding understanding, turns to reach for his car door and...
I am not gay.
Oh, Jesus. All right, buddy, that's it.
Buddy, I said I am not gay.
Look, what's the problem, pal? You go off your meds?
Yes, but this isn't about that. You are queer as a $10 bill.
Now you listen. My brother lost an arm fighting you people in Vietnam. So I want you to take a good hard look at my face.
Willie pulls back a fist.
Because it's the last fucking thing you're going to see before I knock your head off, you shit mother.
Whack, 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 whack. The man surprises Willie with a flurry of effective punches. In moments, Willie is on the losing end of homosexual panic.
Who is the bitch now, fat man?
Oh, no.
Leave Santa alone.
The troublemaker stops and looks down to find the kid beating on his legs.
Please, little boy, I am doing this for all of us.
Willie gets a chance to regain composure. He wipes the blood from his mouth, raises his fists, and promptly collapses.
I think he has finished his cruising for tonight.
The hothead wanders off. The kid shuffles over to the prone Willie.
You!
Willie's car. The kid sits in the front seat next to Willie, who drives, stewing.
This is one time I take you home.
Uh-huh.
I'm not your fucking dada.
Uh-huh.
It's not as if you helped me out with that nut job.
Uh-huh.
And you're right there to, grab his fucking balls.
Uh-huh.
Right height.
Yeah.
Willie demonstrates with a sharp turn of his hand.
Fucking twist him.
Why do you need a car?
Fuck you talking about?
This car.
Which turn is it?
Sage Terrace. Where's your sleigh?
Repairs in the shop.
Where's the reindeer?
I stable them. Is it going to be a left or right?
That way. Where's the stable?
Next to the shop.
How do they sleep?
Who, the reindeer? Standing up.
But the noise, how do they sleep?
What noise?
From the shop.
They only work during the day.
I thought it was always night at the North Pole.
Not now. Now it's always day.
Then how do they sleep?
Well, will you please shut the fuck up? How the fuck do I know? Whoa, say Sarah's.
He makes a hard left.
What is with you? Somebody drop you on your fucking head?
On my head?
What are they gonna drop you on somebody else's head?
How can they drop me onto my own head?
Not onto your own. Are you fucking with me?
The kid's house. Willie escorts the kid along a long walkway that leads to the front door of a large, opulent, new money Southwestern home. Willie admires the surroundings.
Nice digs. Daddy home?
He's on an adventure exploring mountains. He's been gone a long time.
Exploring mountains. When's he come back?
Next year.
What about mommy?
She lives in God's house with Jesus and Mary and the ghost and the long-eared donkey and Joseph and the talking walnut.
Who the fuck takes care of you then?
Grandma.
Really? What's her name?
Grandma.
As the kid lets himself in, Willie pulls out a black ski mask and puts it on his head like a stocking cap.
Uh-huh. Is Granny spry?
He unrolls the mask to cover his face and takes out a blackjack. Willie enters the foyer as the kid walks into the adjoining room. He approaches a figure in a lazy boy watching TV.
Grandma, Santa's here. Are you spry?
Grandma rises from her chair with the assistance of her walker and begins to move toward Willie.
Roger, you're home. Let me fix you some sandwiches.
He watches as the senile old woman innocently putters away. He yanks off his mask and turns to the kid.
So you're telling me no one else is here? No aunts, no uncles, no cousins?
The kid shakes his head.
Butler, security guard, nothing?
Nuh-uh.
This sinks in. Willie looks to the kid.
Daddy got to save?
Study. The sound of a tumbler tripping, and suddenly light sweeps in as the safe door opens to reveal a smiling Willie with his stethoscope in his ears. A few stacks of cash and a folio. He flips through insurance forms, deeds, social security cards, birth certificates, etc. All bear the name of the kid's father, Roger Merman. Nothing of value. He puts the folio back, grabs the cash.
You need money to fix your sleigh?
Huh? Yeah, whatever the fuck.
You want milk and cookies?
Willie bends down and faces the kid with a smile.
Daddy got a car?
A new Mercedes screeches through the frame, and as we hear it recede, the kid stands at the curb, waving happily.
Bye, Santa.
Chamberlain, security office. A wiry, hard-bitten, sun-baked saddlebag of a man, Jin Slagle, sits behind his cluttered desk, sucking on a filterless Pall Mall.
Fuckstick.
Bob Chapeska sits opposite.
Yes, I thought it was strange too, but you know, his little friend promised me he wouldn't say it in front of the children, which is fine because, you know, there's an adult world and there's a children's world, and that's okay. I'm not a censor.
Little friend.
Yes, a dwarf or midget. I don't know what he's called exactly, but a little guy, Billy Barty, God rest. But thin fingers, not the fat sausage fingers.
Little people. That's what they like.
Yes, that's right.
So, fuckstick. That's all?
Well, no, there was something else.
Chamberlain's, women's big and tall, flashback. Chapeska walks by a cashier station carrying some paperwork he's absorbed in, but hears some faint groans that make him pause. Curious, he heads in the direction of the sounds. They're coming from the dressing room area. Chapeska curiously makes his way towards a corridor of dressing rooms.
A couple of days ago, I was in women's big and tall.
Chamberlain's dressing room area. He goes down a corridor of dressing rooms.
And I heard these, these noises.
The sound of throttling lust builds in volume. He follows his ears until he arrives at the dressing room door. A big or tall woman within screams with pleasure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You ain't gonna shit right for a week.
Chapeska looks underneath and spots black Santa boots with red velvet pants around the ankles. Chamberlain security office, Bob Chapeska holds up one hand.
Now, don't get me wrong. I was against the Clinton impeachment. What a man does with his penis, Oval Office, women's big and tall, it's not for the American people to say.
Right.
But when you're dealing with children, a tender sensibility, a position of trust, then perhaps someone who has screaming orgasms with large women. Though I can't fire him for that.
No.
Caesara, they say.
Sure.
Not true. I am no size yet, but I can see the picket line now.
Yeah. The big fucking fat one.
They'd all say, If I had been a supermodel or
Oh, hell yeah. Unfair practices. A lot of special pleading. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Fucking broads.
but I can't help it. The guy makes me uneasy.
Well, sure. Santa. Fucking someone in the ass.
So maybe there's something I could fire him for?
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
Do you? Do you think you could find something?
Oh, shit, yeah. There's always something.
Saguaro Square Mall Video Arcade. Willie talking in pantomime to a young girl, a very young girl, at one of the pinball machines. Willie has his hands out to either side and is either demonstrating the kind of body English to apply to the machine, or else is describing an elaborate sexual encounter, either recalled or prospective. The girl giggles. Marcus is at the arcade window, staring in with disbelief that gives way to jaw-grinding anger.
Oh, you lousy fucking motherfucker! God damn!
Saguaro Square Mall parking lot. Willie and Marcus walk to their cars.
That's the kind of shit that's gonna get us pinched.
She said she was 18.
You promised no arcades. You said you'd only hustle big and tall.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel. There's no sport.
How many times, you fuck? The bigger the store, the bigger the take. Well, we can't work the big stores with your big fucking train wrecks.
You got some nerve, you little shit. You my mom now? You shat me out your womb? Is that it? You got to take care of me? Well, I can take care of myself. And I don't need no lectures. I know how to keep a low profile, okay? Shit.
Willie uses his key fob to deactivate the car alarm to the Mercedes.
Is this?
Mind your own fucking business.
Willie opens the door and an avalanche of beer bottle empties, tumbles out, rolling everywhere.
Here, the open bottle law, motherfucker.
Willie starts the engine and pulls out, and Marcus yells to the receding car.
You dumb dipshit motherfucker.
Residence Motel. Willie parks the Mercedes in the front of a rundown motel complex. He walks past hookers and junkies until he gets to his unit. He pulls out his key, and just as he's about to insert it in the lock, he sees a flashlight beam shining inside the window. Surprised, he backs off cautiously and presses up against the wall. Someone inside is rifling the room. Willie hisses at a nearby hooker.
Opal, come here.
Opal looks at him with disdain.
Screw you, Willie. Last time I didn't shit right for a week.
No, not that. Come here.
Reluctantly, she sidles over.
Who the fuck's in my room? Did you see someone going into my fucking room?
Yeah, some guy asking about you. Look like a cop.
Oh, fuck.
Marcus's apartment. Marcus is on the phone with Willie.
What guy? You get a look at him?
Willie is at a payphone.
No, I think it's a cop, though. You think someone's onto us?
Is there anything in the room? Anything professional?
No, just clothes.
Just ditch. You got anywhere you stack out for a while?
The kid's house. The kid swings the door open to Willie, who stands on the stoop holding a small grip.
Sienna,
Yep.
Sienna, you're bringing my present early.
No.
Are you? Are you bringing my present early?
No.
But
I never told you what I wanted.
I said I didn't bring it, dipshit.
Okay, good. I want a stuffed elephant, a pink one.
Yeah, well, fuck.
Brushes past the kid into the house, eyes darting this way and that.
Wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up faster.
Okay.
The kid follows Willie like a puppy dog as Willie checks out the house, bumping open doors, looking around.
I'm gonna be staying here a while. Things are all fucked up at the North Pole. Miss Santa, she walked in on me fucking her sister, so I'm out of my fucking ass. She's taking half of everything. This'll do.
Master bedroom. Willie has discovered the master bedroom, by appearances long unused. He tosses his grip onto the double bed.
I'm gonna crash here. You and me, like, bachelors. Yeah.
Do you and Mrs. Santa have kids?
No. Nah. Thank fucking Christ.
What about the elves?
Well, them, yeah. They stay with Mrs. Santa. I get them on the weekends. Run me a bath, will you?
What about the reindeer?
Don't start with a fucking reindeer.
Master bathroom. The kid sits on a stool, hands on his knees, staring, motionless. Finally,
What are their names?
Ooh.
Willie lies in the tub, also motionless, a wet washcloth over his face, fingers of one hand resting against a tumbler filled with ice and amber liquid that sits on the edge of the tub. From under his washcloth,
Who?
The elves?
Fuck. I can't remember. Sneezy, Dopey.
That's the seven dwarves.
Shit. Is that not? I just fuck. I don't know, man. I'll just say. I just say like hey bud, look.
he drags the washcloth off his face and looks at the kid.
Fuck me. I don't know this fucking shit. Why is everything a fucking test with you, man? Fuck.
The kid looks at him, unperturbed.
How old are they?
Willie staggers in, a towel around his waist, the empty rock glass in one hand, a bottle tucked under the other arm, the kid trotting after.
You want cookies?
Nah.
Warm milk?
No.
Willie carefully puts glass and bottle down on the nightstand and slowly raises both hands in a don't move gesture to keep them from flying off.
Should I fix you some sandwiches?
What is it with the fixing sandwich? No.
Satisfied that the bottle and glass are not going anywhere, Willie climbs unsteadily onto the bed and stares at the ceiling.
Okay. You want anything else?
No. As soon as the bed stops moving, I'm gonna sleep. Okay. Just
Okay.
wake me up when the little hand is on the.
A long beat, the ragged breath of drunken sleep.
Okay.
Chamberlain's main floor. Marcus's wife Lois stands in front of a mirror trying on a cashmere scarf. Her look of pruny disapproval is in place, as ever. She takes off the scarf and writes something in a small spiral notebook.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Best looking.
Across the store, she spies the jewelry counter. Jewelry area. Lois stands looking intently down through the glass in pruny disapproval.
Help you with anything, ma'am?
Without bothering to look up,
Just looking.
as he
Can I
drifts
help you?
away, she takes out her spiral notebook and makes more notes. Food court. Willie and Marcus nosh on food court gyros.
Fuck me. Fuck you, man.
You can't just take up with some kid. You don't know who's around, what they do.
You got some nerve, you little shit. You my mom now? You shat me out? You're fucking...
You said that last night, you stupid fuck.
Ah, shit, fuck you.
Lois appears with a salad on a tray and a look of pruny disapproval. She sits next to Marcus and, in the way of old couples, comfortable with each other, he rests a hand on her knee and continues to talk, ignoring her, while she picks through her salad, ignoring him.
You are by far the dumbest, most pathetic piece of maggot-eating shit that has ever slid from God's gilded ass. What if the kid has one of those fucking play dates they have now?
You shit me? He doesn't fucking have friends. Now, not even imaginary ones. Unless he got ditched by him. He's just fucking a misfit, you know? Lives with his grandma who sits drooling in front of the TV. Every once in a while, she gets up to play soccer with her tits. What? She's gonna rat me out? She don't know her ass from last Tuesday.
You
Marcus
fucker?
thinks a moment.
You fucker?
Jesus. Why is everything in sex with you, man? Fuck.
With me? I fuck one person. I ain't out there serial fornicating, trying to float my liver, drinking myself silly because I can't stand what a piece of shit I am. Shit.
Lois, chewing on her salad, notices someone walking by with a Chamberlain's bag. She glances in as the person passes and, still chewing, gets out her notebook and jots something down.
What are you, Sigmund Sawed-off fucking Freud? The shrunken fucking shrink?
Yeah, that's right, shifter brains. Talk about my height. Make it about something else. Because you're an emotional fucking cripple. Your soul is dog shit. Every single fucking thing about you is ugly.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Marcus and Lois get up to leave.
I've seen anal warts more attractive than you.
They walk off. Willie sits there for a moment, goes back to eating his hamburger. A woman comes up with her toddler in tow.
Look who's here, Jimmy. It's Santa. Let's tell him what you want for Christmas.
I'm on a fucking lunch break. Fucking here. Shit.
Are you insane? How dare you talk to like that in front of my child? The management is going to hear about this. I'm going to have you fired.
Oh, that's a threat? You think you can make my life worse? Yeah, you go ahead. Be my fucking guest.
He throws his hamburger back down on his tray and storms off, leaving the woman shocked. The kids' house, living room. Willie and the kid sit opposite each other over a game of checkers. Willie scowls as the kid thinks for an eternity about his next move. The silence is deafening, endless. Then, click, 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 click.
King me.
Willie stares at the board for a long beat. He leaps up screaming and flings the board across the room.
Fuck you, you fucking cheater! Fuck!
Willie throws checkers one by one against the wall, punctuating each throw with an insult.
son of a bitch. Fucking you lousy, fucking stinking, rotten, cheating, no good. Fucking
Angle on kid's face, unfazed, still smiling. Kid's bedroom, later. The kid lies in bed, sleeping peacefully. Distant sounds of the slosh of water. Backyard, churning water. The sloshing of water is now accompanied by a rhythmic slapping sound. Willie bangs Sue in the jacuzzi. He is wearing his Santa hat.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 Santa, yes.
Living room. 2 tall water glasses are set down on a sideboard.
Fucking refill?
A splash of orange juice is dolloped into each of the glasses, and then both are filled to the top with vodka. Sue looks around. Her speech, and Willie's, is somewhat impaired.
Nice place you got. Needs a bit of a woman's touch, but it's really nice.
It's okay. I'm written.
Sue accepts her refilled glass and sits on the sofa.
Thanks. So, how long will you,
She reaches down to fish under her ass in the sofa cushion and pulls out a red checker. She dully inspects it.
How long you gonna be here?
Through the holidays?
Sue flips the checker away.
So, what's the thing? You like kids?
Fuck no. What do you think I am? Some kind of fucking pervert?
What? No, I'm talking about you being Santa.
He sways, looking at her.
Oh. No. See, the thing is, I'm not really Santa.
Blearily, she gazes back. After a moment,
Oh, well, still, I got a thing for you anyway. Come here.
he leans down to kiss her. Foyer. The door opens to reveal Sue on her way out. Willie sways in the foyer, a 3/4 empty bottle of Old Granddad in hand.
So I'll see you soon, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you flowers. Real good, expensive ones.
He closes the door. He then tips back the bottle and polishes it off with a series of quick gulps. Ever so daintily, he puts the bottle down. A beat later, wham! He faints dead away, hitting the floor like a felled tree. Fade out. Faintly, distantly, a blood-curdling scream. Fade in, foyer, morning. Willie wakes on the floor to the sound of the scream.
What?
He looks nearly up and immediately grabs his head, feeling his hangover. Following his ears, he heads toward the hall. He passes Grandma.
Roger, you're home. Let me fix you some sandwiches.
A bedroom door crashes open and the kid emerges screaming and runs right into Willie. He immediately caroms off and goes screaming down the hall.
What the?
He looks down at his t-shirt. There is a bloody palm print on his stomach. He turns the corner to the hall. There is a row of fresh, bloody palm prints down one side of the hall. The kid, screaming, is just disappearing at the far end. Willie follows. Kitchen. Willie enters. The kid is screaming, jumping up and down and clutching one hand, the bloody one with the other.
What the fuck did you do?
He goes up and tries to yank the hand, which the hysterical kid yanks away.
Let me look at it. What the fuck happened?
As Willie drags him to the sink and runs water over the cut, the kid takes great gulping breaths and finally manages to say,
I cut myself by mistake.
Willie grabs a vodka bottle standing open on the counter and liberally pours some on the hand. The kid shrieks.
Oh shit! I forgot to tell you. That'll sting a little. Okay now.
The kid yanks his hand away and runs off screaming. Willie is left alone in the middle of the kitchen.
Well, fuck. Don't you want me to wrap it in a t-shirt or something?
Saguaro Square Mall parking lot. It is early morning and the parking lot is empty except for Marcus's van. The Mercedes eventually pulls in, parking beside him. Windows roll down. In the driver's seat, Marcus looks up from his watch with a scowl.
You're late.
Van doors. Marcus throws open the back of the van, revealing the components of the water drill in various prop gift boxes. Willie wears a forbearing smile.
Kids, let me tell you.
He shakes his head and chuckles as Marcus tosses him an empty red Santa sack.
They'll run you ragged.
Chamberlain's entrance, morning. Jesse, the security guard, unlocks the door and opens up for Willie and Marcus. They enter in costume. Willie lugs the filled sack and seems to be straining.
Morning, boys.
Morning, Jesse.
Ho, ho, ho.
Willie pants under the weight of his bag.
Up your ass.
Saguaro Square Mall parking lot. As Willie and Marcus enter the store, Jen Slagle drives by their cars, carefully noting their tags. Chamberlain's Winter Wonderland. Willie drops the bag with a loud thud.
God damn it.
You tear your ball again?
No, it's okay.
Together they unload the extremely heavy gifts.
Let's do the other thing.
Willie follows Marcus behind the Wonderland backdrop. Marcus points to an air duct in the ceiling.
There.
Willie crouches, and Marcus climbs up on his shoulders. Air duct. The duct pops open, and Marcus climbs in, shimmying down to a junction and continuing on. Customer service offices. A long row of cubicles, each one occupied with a customer service operator. As they work, the loud squeaks and popping metal sounds of a dwarf crawling through a duct are heard above them. Each operator in succession notes the racket, looking up curiously as the sounds pass overhead. Suddenly the sounds stop. Everyone returns to work. Then, squeak, pop, squeak, the sounds resume. The operators look up again as the noises fade away. Surveillance room day. The sounds continue until Marcus's face appears at the ceiling duct of an unmanned surveillance room. He focuses on the wall of 100 identical VCRs and squints to see the brand name. Sony HVR 3200. Electronics store. Lois exits an electronics store with a box slung under her arm, her mouth turned down in pruny disapproval. She places the box on the hood of her car and we see its printings. Sony HVR 3200. She opens the box, fishes out the remote, then tosses the box and VCR to a nearby trash can. Arizona State Prison day. Jen Slagle walks through the main gate of the heavily fortified penitentiary, leaving a huge trail of cigarette smoke. Prison waiting room. Jen Slagle sits, smoking and waiting with family members and lawyers. A guard enters and motions.
All right, Jen, come on.
Visitors room. Jen sits down in one of the booths across from a middle-aged prisoner.
Who are you?
Your name, Roger Merman.
Yes, but
Doing 3 to 6 for embezzlement.
many accounting questions are not cut and dry.
You live at 41 Sage Terrace.
Is Grandma? Is my son all right?
They're fine. Do you have any house guests?
The man is bewildered.
House guests?
Thank you much for your time. God bless.
Who
He gets
who
up
are
and
you?
walks away.
Who are you? Wait, who are you?
Chamberlain, security office day. Jin sits at his desk, sucking in a Pall Mall filterless. Bob Chapeska sits opposite. Finally, Jin exhales like a crematorium.
Well, it's fucked.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fucked, frankly.
He's
Clean
Oh,
as a fucking whistle.
nothing?
No, nothing. I mean, shit. He curses, yeah. But never around children.
Oh,
No chrono record, no parking tickets. For Christ's sake, no bad habits. Sex, yeah. But man is a sexual being.
yeah.
Fucking Darwinian. Can't do shit about that, Jack.
No.
Wouldn't want to.
Yeah, no, of course not. I'm not advocating celibacy.
I hope not. End of the human fucking race.
Yes?
Jin turns one palm up.
Fucks large women. What can I say?
Saguaro Square Mall parking lot. A bus clears frame, revealing the kid as he walks toward the mall.
Hey, loser! Dipshit!
Clang. The kid is hit in the head with a can again. Again, no reaction. Someone in the group of frustrated bullies has a fresh idea.
Wedgie!
Cheering, the 6 bullies engulf the kid. Chamberlain's Winter Wonderland Day. Marcus and Willie go about the business of being a Santa elf team. Willie sees off another child.
Pokemon! Pokemon!
Done.
Next.
Marcus heads to the velvet rope to find the kid, mussed up and dirty, the band of his underwear around his chest.
Oh, jeez.
Marcus
Anna here?
unclips the rope. Marcus unclips the rope and the kid approaches Willie.
Is that your underwear?
Part of it.
Where's the rest? Never mind. What do you want?
I was thinking I wanted a purple stuffed elephant, not pink, but now I changed my mind.
What?
I changed my mind. Now I don't want an elephant at all. I want a gorilla named Davy for beating up the skateboard kids who pull on my underwear, and he could take his orders from the talking walnut so it wouldn't be my bad thing.
Willie stares at him.
You know, when I was your age, I didn't need no fucking gorilla. And I wasn't any bigger than you. You know, one day I came crying home to my dad because 4 kids beat me up. And you know what he did?
He make it all better.
No, shit. He kicked my ass. You know why?
You went bathroom on mommy's dishes?
What the fuck? No.
He tried to teach you not to cry and be a man.
Nope. No. It was because he was a mean, drunk son of a bitch. When he wasn't busy busting my ass, he was putting out cigarettes on my neck. And that's the world's fucking unfair, okay? It don't give you nothing. You can wish all you want, but you gotta take what you need. Stand up for yourself. Stop being a pussy and kick those kids in the balls or something. Or don't. I don't give a shit. Just leave me the hell out of it, all right?
Okay. Thanks, Santa.
Okay, go ahead.
He slaps the kid paternally on the ass.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
As the kid putters away,
Time for the next lucky boy or girl to.
Marcus returns to the velvet rope to find Jen Slagle waiting, stone-faced.
What gives? Where's his grandson?
Open the ropes there, Marcus.
Marcus, wary, hesitates, but then lets him through. As they walk toward Willie,
I know you.
Not yet.
Willie is irked by the arrival of an adult.
Santa don't do grab ass, cowboy.
Act natural.
Huh? What?
Jen sits on Willie's knee.
What the fuck?
You are Willie Tugboat Soak, and you are Marcus the Prince Skidmore. On Christmas Eve, you're going to rob this store blind. What say we go somewhere private?
Black Angus Bar. Willie, Marcus, and Jen sit in a booth.
Research. That's how. I'm a department store detective, Sherlock. That's what I do. 7 cities in 7 years. Pretty impressive. The stores change. Your names change. You always get away clean. Yeah. Pretty damn impressive. But let's face facts. You are a couple of half-bucket small-timers. Because of your physical attributes, you found a niche. And I respect that. But you've also been caught. By me. So, this is the way how we're going to do things. I don't want to take over. I didn't want to change your scam. Whatever you guys do, it works. All I want is a taste. When the deed is done, we part ways. I buy a ranch in Havasu. You take your medicine show back on the road.
How much?
Half.
Now listen here, you fucking mother.
Easy,
fucking-
easy. Just back off, Willie. I can handle this. Okay. 30%. There's 3 of us. 30%. That's fair.
Half.
I meant 33.
Half.
And a third.
Half.
35.
Half.
40.
Half.
42.
Half.
42.5.
Half.
48.
Half.
49.
Half.
Well, what's 1 point?
Down the middle on the dough. And any merchandise you take, I look over and cherry pick.
No, money's one thing, but
It ain't a Chinese menu, Jagoff. I tell you how it's going to be. This is Prick's Fix.
Jen leaves. Marcus and Willie stare at his retreating back as they talk.
Pricks. Fix.
he's a fucking moron.
Yeah? Yeah, well, I guess that's how you got the upper hand.
Fuck you.
Negotiating?
Fuck you. You don't like it? Next year, fuck off. I can always get another box jockey.
Oh, yeah. And I can get another fucking midget.
Yeah? Where? You see us growing up fucking trees? Like fucking crab apples? And even if we did, you'd never front your own racket because you got no discipline. And zero fucking initiative. You'd fall apart without me. You're just too fucking pathetic.
Yeah. Fuck.
Too fucking pathetic for words. You fucking loser. And you fucking know it.
The kid's house, night. Willie drags his ass through the front door, dejected.
Roger, you home? Let me fix you some sandwiches.
He stares at her. His gaze is far away. Finally, he seems to rouse himself.
Fuck it.
The kid's house, garage, a hose snaking from an exhaust pipe to the driver's window, which is open just far enough to admit it. In his Santa suit, Willie sits in the driver's seat of the idling car, staring through the windshield. After a long beat, we hear a door opening. The kid stands in the doorway from the house. He looks at Willie, motionless in the car.
Santa?
Willie's eyes do not leave the spot in space.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
You going to work today?
Not really.
You just gonna sit there?
Yeah. Leave me alone.
The kid turns to go. Willie bestirs himself.
Kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Later today, when the paramedics come to bag up Santa,
He displays an envelope.
make sure the cops get this letter, all right? It tells about all the bad things that what the fuck happened to your eye?
The kid's eye is indeed black and blue. He reaches self-consciously up to it.
Well, god damn it.
Near Saguaro Square Mall, day. An 8-year-old child who rides his bicycle along the sidewalk, looking off, struck by what he sees. He slows and then comes to a stop, having pulled even with a group of other children gathered on the sidewalk, also looking off at the same spot. They stare for a good long beat, expressions rather neutral. But the sight, whatever it is, holds their attention. Finally, one in the foreground remarks, "I didn't know he did that."
I didn't know
Their
he did
POV, rather distant on a grassy hill, a man in a Santa suit is pounding the shit out of the bullies. One of the bullies throws a punch, but Santa grabs his fist and pushes him down. Santa puts his foot on another bully's butt and sends him flying. After more wrestling and flinging about, the bullies wind up in a heap on the ground. Chamberlain's locker room. Willie, a faraway look in his eye, sits on a bench near Marcus, who is finishing putting on his elf outfit.
I think I turned a corner.
Yeah, you fucking petites now?
Willie, dreamy, refuses to take the bait.
No. God, ugh. I beat the crap out of some kids today. But you know, for a purpose. It really made me feel better. Made me feel pretty good about myself, you know? Like I did something constructive for a change and accomplished something.
Marcus stares at him.
You need many years of therapy. Many, 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 many fucking years of therapy.
Chamberlain, main floor for Lois, her face set in pruny disapproval, flips slowly through a rack of furs. A salesman approaches from behind her. She somehow senses his presence. Without bothering to look around, she murmurs,
Just looking.
"The kid's house, night. Willie and Sue come in carrying a few bottles of liquor. Willie closes the door and freezes, realizing that something is wrong.
Hello? Grandma?
He hears the TV and heads to the living room. Sue follows a few steps behind. Willie finds Grandma in her chair, not moving.
Grandma?
He strains through the dim light for any evidence of life.
Oh, jeez.
He lets out a sigh and leans in close to listen to her heart.
Oh my God.
Grandma?
Oh.
You okay?
I can't hear Grandma. Is she saying anything?
Oh my God, Grandma's moving and I can't hear her.
Martha, you're home. Let me go fix you some sandwiches.
He gets
Oh
up
my
and heads
God.
to the kitchen as Willie tries to compose himself.
No thanks.
Kid's bedroom. The kid sleeps. He is awakened by the sounds of stumbling and clanking bottles. He hears giggling, more stumbling. He gets up. Hallway. The kid discovers some clothes, then some more. He follows the trail of clothes towards the sounds coming from the master bedroom. Master bedroom. Willie's in his underpants and Santa hat lying on the floor on top of Sue. He's gripping her panties with his teeth, stretching the elastic while he starts pulling them down. Sue's giggling. The bedroom door opens behind them and the kid walks in. He comes up and stands over them, a few steps behind Willie. Willie freezes, panty elastic waistband still stretched out in his teeth. He senses something, and his eyes look up from under his Santa hat. His wolfish smile fades. The kid stands there, hands behind his back.
Hello, little boy.
Hello. Santa?
Yes?
I know that Christmas Eve is in a couple days and you have to fly around and give presents to the world, and after that you won't be around no more.
Yes.
So I thought I'd give you your present now.
The kid takes his hands from behind his back and extends a small present in crudely taped up wrapping paper. This forces Willie to let go of the panties. They snap back. He sits up, he takes the gifts, and he opens it. Inside is a roughly whittled crescent of brown wood.
What the fuck is this?
A wooden pickle?
Why'd you paint it brown?
Not paint. It's blood from when I cut my hand when I was making it for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Good night, Santa. Good night, Mrs. Santa's sister.
He leaves. Willie still stares at the gift. Sue is looking where the kid exited.
That was very nice. He's really a nice kid, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
She goes back to grabbing him passionately. Willie has trouble speaking.
Just hold on a minute.
What?
Nothing. It's just, well, I'm sort of fucking touched.
He looks from the wooden pickle up to Sue, his eyes brim, and he starts weeping.
I don't know if I can fuck.
Sue hugs him and strokes his hair.
That's okay. That's okay.
Willie abjectly bawls.
Baby, I don't know if I can fuck. Okay?
There.
Kitchen, morning. Willie, hungover, half dressed in his Santa outfit for work. He fumbles in the refrigerator for some orange juice. The kid comes up behind him, clutching a document.
Santa!
No! Oh, shit! What the fuck? Ow! Fuck! What the?
You want to see my report card?
What?
Willie takes the report card as he tries to compose himself. He looks at it, all C's and one B.
Think I did good?
Willie's eyes drift back to the card and settle on comments. They read, Thurman has an active, inquiring mind and no friends.
What? Who the fuck is Thurman? This is you? Your name's Thurman.
Yeah.
Thurman Merman.
Yeah.
Jesus. Fuck.
You think I did good?
Willie does not want to engage.
What do you care what I think, man? Fucking shit. Bastard. What do I fucking know? You know, better than I ever did. I never got any B's.
I thought maybe since at least I did good in school, you'll bring me a present this year. Because last Christmas and the one before that, you didn't bring no presents.
Oh?
This is a lot for Willie to hear.
Oh?
Even though
Really?
I'm a dipshit loser.
Jesus fucking Christ, kid. Why do you talk about yourself like that? What the fuck is that about? What's with you anyway? I ain't fucking Santa. I ain't fucking Santa Claus. Look at me. I am living fucking proof that Santa Claus ain't fucking existing around here, right?
I know there's no Santa. I just thought maybe you want to give me a present because we're friends.
Oh?
An uncomfortable silence. Willie is most uncomfortable.
Yeah? Really? Look. Kicking the shit out of those kids, that's as generous as I can get.
The kid just nods and doesn't say anything. Willie can't take it.
Jesus fucking Christ. Look, I gotta go to work.
Willie runs out of the room, very upset. Foyer. Willie grabs a bottle of whiskey off the counter and hurries out, slamming the door. Chamberlain's Winter Wonderland. Marcus checks his watch impatiently as the endless line of excited children and their parents impatiently murmur. The tension is suffocating Marcus. Finally, a gasp goes up from the crowd. Marcus looks up to see Willie, totally shit-faced. His costume is half on, his undergarments are showing, and his hand clutches the neck of a broken bottle.
No.
Willie stumbles over a burrow and falls into a pile of fake snow. He rises to his feet and begins to pummel the statue.
You fucking dirty ass burrow shit. Fuck you.
Children scream in horror as mothers cover their eyes.
Fucking
Jin enters the Wonderland and takes in the spectacle.
Sweet Jews for Jesus.
Willie finishes dispatching the burrow and stumbles to his Santa chair. Marcus stomps up to him.
Motherfuck! What do you think you're doing?
fuck. I fucking pissed my pants. Okay?
You son of a bitch!
Jin pulls Marcus off.
All right, get him out of here. I'll smooth this over with Chapeska. Food poisoning, something.
The two men face each other, their voices rising. Beyond them, we see the line of children staring at them.
What do you mean get him out of here?
Take him to his car.
In case you hadn't noticed, I'm a motherfucking dwarf. So unless you got a forklift handy, maybe you should lend a hand.
That figures. You want all kinds of set-asides and special treatment because you're handicapped? You're all the same.
Special treatment? I'm 3 fucking feet tall, asshole. It's a matter of physics. Draw me a sketch how I'm supposed to get him to the fucking car.
Jin notices a line of kids staring. He puts up a sign that reads, Santa has gone to feed his reindeer. He'll be back soon.
Bitch, bitch, fucking bitch.
Sketch it up, fucking moron. Fucking Leonardo da Vinci.
What did you call me, Thigh?
I called you a fucking guinea, homo. From the 15th fucking century.
I could stick you up my ass, smart fry.
Yeah, you sure you ain't too sore from last night?
Oh, you got some lip on you, midget.
Well, it was on your wife's pussy last night. Why don't you dust that thing off every once in a while? Asshole!
Marcus's van parking lot. Marcus sits with Lois in the van, staking out the door to Chamberlain's, waiting for Jin to leave. Winter Wonderland. Willie sleeps it off behind a flimsy cardboard set. Marcus's van parking lot. Marcus and Lois continue their stakeout. We see Jin exit the store and head for his car.
There he is, that lousy leather-faced dingo motherfucker.
Quiet road, night. Marcus stands by the side of his van. It's parked on the shoulder with the hood up, jumper cables attached and hanging. Lois is in the driver's seat. Jin's Ford 4x4 speeds around the corner and Marcus flags him down. Screech. Jin slams on the brakes, then backs up and pulls over. He emerges from the 4x4 with road rage on full brew and strides over to the van.
Jesus, Mother Mary and Joseph. What in the name of the Holy Lord fuck is the problem now?
Sorry, the van stalled. Give us a jump, will you?
Hell, I'll be dipped in dog shit. What am I? Your auto mechanic now?
He shakes his head in disgust. Grumbling, he goes back to the 4x4 and drives it into position. He gets out and raises the hood. The two vehicles face each other nose to nose, several feet apart, as Jin opens the hood.
Help yourself, small fry.
Marcus seems to have a little difficulty reaching the battery terminals.
It's hard for me to reach.
Jin grabs the cables from him. Marcus takes a few steps back.
Jesus, motherfucking Christ. Give me those.
Thanks.
Jin attaches the cables.
All right, try it.
Lois turns the key and the van starts right up. Jin takes the cables off the van and closes the hood. He lights up a Pall Mall. Marcus signals to Lois. She puts the car into gear and stomps her foot on the accelerator, squashing Jin between the two vehicles. From inside van, slow motion, Jin's face as it's squished up against the van's windshield. A cloud of cigarette smoke escapes his lips. Jin falls to the ground with a groan. Marcus steps up and leans over him.
Oh my, what a terrible accident.
Is he dead?
No, but it looks like you broke most of his ribs. I'd say maybe 50% of them. Or do you think 30%?
I needed more of a running start. I couldn't build up any speed.
Marcus paces around trying to figure out what to do next.
What the fuck?
He grabs the jumper cable still connected to Jin's 4x4 and clamps the other ends on Jin's ears. A small jolt and a spark or two, only a minor shock.
Yeah.
He grabs Jin's arm and with great effort drags him over a few feet so that his head is positioned behind the fire of the van. Jin tries to crawl out of the way, his feet slipping on the gravel.
Put it in reverse.
Lois drives backwards. There's a bump, and the sound of a dull pop. Chamberlain's Winter Wonderland next day. Willie in a self-medicated stupor, barely managing to hold a wailing toddler in his lap.
Nintendo it is.
He passes the child off to Marcus, who holds it as Willie gazes off and murmurs.
Everything I touch turns to shit and dies.
Marcus, still holding the child, quickly glances around and then hisses into Willie's ear.
You drinking Sterno now? Because you're sounding like my Aunt Tilly right before she smeared her own shit on the bedroom walls and we had to lock her up and she spent the rest of her life in a shaved head and eating lunch through a tube up her nose.
Willie continues to stare, head swaying.
You better be in shape for this evening, fat man. After tonight, I don't give a shit. But this is the time to reach deep down and suck it the fuck up.
Marcus hands the kid to his mother. He smiles warmly.
Lovely boy.
Saguaro Square Mall night. Jolly old St. Nicholas plays as a buzzing throng of people crams the mall. One current in the sea of humanity flows into the bedecked entrance of Chamberlain's department store. Chamberlain's entrance. Jesse, the security guard, is at his post near the doors to the parking lot. He smiles and waves farewell to departing shoppers.
Attention shoppers, the store will be closing in 5 minutes. We wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a joyous Kwanzaa.
Behind Jesse, in menswear, is Lois, wearing a frown of pruny disapproval. Seeing that he's not looking, she inexplicably nudges a table of sweaters a few feet over. Squeak! The table makes a loud noise, but it's too chaotic on the floor for anyone to notice. Satisfied with her placement of the table, Lois heads out the door. Chamberlain's Winter Wonderland. Bleary-eyed Willie puts down the little girl and she happily scampers off.
Barbie it is.
Willie turns to Marcus.
That it?
Marcus
Let's go.
moves the backdrop to reveal the air vent.
Let's go.
Willie cracks open an ampule of amyl nitrate and inhales deeply. Marcus grimaces.
Oh, Christ.
Let's do it.
Chamberlain's main floor. With the sound of closing circuits, banks of lights automatically shut down in the various departments of the now empty store. Entrance. Exhausted employees file out of the store past Jesse. Eventually, Willie emerges.
Merry Christmas, Willie.
Up your ass. Fucking
Jesse heads for the alarm panel near the doorway and punches the key labeled arm. An LED readout labeled arming counts down from 30 seconds. Jesse exits the store, locking the door and heading home. Customer service offices. The cubicles are now empty and the office is still, but we hear dwarf shimmy in the ducts overhead. Entrance. By the front door, the alarm continues to count down. 25, 24. Air duct. Marcus arrives at the vent above the surveillance room. He reaches in his pocket, pulls out the remote control Lois bought, and aims it down into the room. Marcus arrives at the precipice of a descending duct. He snaps on a biking helmet and takes a deep breath.
All right.
He dives down the duct. The ductwork dimples out along the bottom with the wubba sound of flopping aluminum as Marcus's weight travels its length. At turns, Marcus's inertial force makes one side of the duct momentarily dent out as he slides, bumps, ricochets, and barrels through the department store. The alarm continues to count down. 12, 11. A distant noise grows louder until, in nearby menswear, the vent in the 30-foot ceiling bursts open and Marcus drops from the duct. Thud. He lands on the table of sweaters. In a split second, he sits up and looks at the alarm box. 5, 4. He kicks the table and smashes into the wall beneath the alarm box. Marcus kicks out the collapsible legs, creating a ramp. He sprints away from the table, spins, and runs back towards it. 3, 2. He runs up the ramp and 1. Leaps and slaps the cancel button. Just in time. Offices. Ding. Elevator doors open to reveal Willie and Marcus holding sections of the disassembled water drill. accounting office. Willie and Marcus wheel the water drill over to the safe.
Shit.
What? 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 What?
It's a Canterbury readout.
So?
Willie stares at the safe.
You know Andy Pitts?
Yeah, Andy Pizzarelli.
No, Andy Lipinski. Andy is Andy Blue Balls.
Huh. Since he got married, they call me. What's your fucking point?
Andy Lipinski can get into anything. Anything. They say he's been in Margaret Thatcher's pussy.
Yeah? Yeah?
In the joint. Okay. In the joint, he told me that the Kenter boy cannot be cracked.
Are you fucking shitting me? Are you telling me after I propped you up and held you together and smiled at all those fucking kids and danced all those fucking housewives in a fucking lime green fucking velvet elf costume, you can't get into that fucking safe? Are you fucking telling me that?
Willie continues to stare at the safe. He licks his lips.
No? I'm saying it's going to take a minute.
Willie stares at the safe while rubbing sandpaper to his fingertips. Meanwhile, Marcus emerges from a stockroom with a cart to begin his shopping spree. Willie applies a stethoscope to the safe, listening intently. Marcus starts in ladies' accessories, finding a cashmere scarf. Willie applies the drill to the safe. Willie pulls back the drill. The bit is trashed. The safe is completely unscathed. Marcus is in shoes, picking out pumps for Lois. Willie is in home improvement, flipping tools off the shelves into a cart of his own. Marcus is in evening wear, jumping to try to pull a stole off a mannequin. Willie batters a chisel into the seam of the safe door. Marcus continues to leap at the mannequin. Willie is atop the safe, swinging a sledgehammer at the lock. Marcus swings at the mannequin's knees with a golf club. Willie uses a plasma welder on the safe. Marcus, having chopped down the mannequin, drags off its stole. Willie is back over the safe, battering it with the sledgehammer, roaring with each swing. Marcus is in housewares, pilfering crockpots. Willie, sweating, drops the sledgehammer, clanking to the floor. Wiping his forehead, he circles the safe. When he gets to the back of the safe, he stops, thinks. Marcus is in home entertainment, grabbing a stereo. Willie is hunched at the back of the safe, stethoscope to its surface, giving exploratory taps with two knuckles. Creak! Willie reacts quizzically as the door slowly creaks open. Marcus enters the room. Willie looks at him.
Piece of cake.
Marcus starts removing stacks of cash and loading them into the Santa sack. Willie wipes sweat off his forehead.
I'll be right back. I gotta go grab a thing. All right.
Toy department. We are looking at a big, fuzzy, smiling, pink stuffed elephant. Willie's hand hesitates between this elephant and the one behind, which is purple. We hear him muttering.
Shit. Which did he say?
The hand finally leaves with the purple elephant and re-enters to put back the purple and take the pink. Willie turns around holding the stuffed elephant. Marcus and Lois are standing there, presenting a grotesque picture. Lois has a shopping cart filled with shoes, scarves, jewels, a salad spinner, purses, a block of Ginsu knives, an abdomen exerciser. She wears a pair of sunglasses from which a price tag dangles, and a long ermine stole. Next to her, Marcus holds the Santa bag bulging with, indeed sprouting, cash.
Well, I don't think that store dick is gonna want this.
Star Dick don't want shit.
Something in this picture makes Willie uneasy. He licks his lips.
What do you mean? Fucking guy is greedier than greedier than fuck.
Marcus and Lois are statues, staring at him.
Store Dick dead. Store Dick don't want shit. Fuck the fucking Store Dick.
Willie's tone is wooden.
Dead, huh? I didn't even know he was sick.
Marcus flips his coat front away and pulls a 45 out of his waistband.
Willie, this has been a long time coming.
Uh-huh.
Every year you're worse. Every year less reliable. More booze. More bullshit. More butt fucking.
Sure, the 3 B's.
You gotta be able to rely, Willie.
He primes the gun. Willie murmurs, more in sadness than in fear.
You monsters.
Marcus
Believe-
points the gun.
Believe me, Willie. There's no joy in this for me.
Oh, I don't mean laying me out. I understand that. But just look at you. All the shit. Grabbing all this shit. Do you really need all this junk? This is Christmas.
Well, please, don't give me that commercialism crap. This is what we do, Willie. We get the shit. Christmas time, we get the shit because we're men. And Lois, it is Christmas, and we are men. And Lois.
A
What are you waiting for, honey? Plug him.
Goodbye, Willie.
He aims, while Willie squeezes his eyes shut. And then from nowhere,
Drop the gun, Munchkin.
Huh?
clack, 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 clack. The sound of many guns priming. Police everywhere.
And you, Santa, drop the elephant.
Willie stares. Marcus looks.
Where did you come from?
Shit. Fucking kid.
All 3 of you are in so much shit it is almost unfucking believable.
Ay, Gewalt!
Oh, yeah? Well, come and get us. Coppers!
Dang. It's 5 hours. The cops are turned.
Oh, fuck me. Shit. Oh.
He duffed into his.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck. Oh, shit. Up your ass, you fucking coppers!
Gunfire fills the air. Exploding merchandise chases along the counter behind Willie as the cops seek to put him down. Under the gunfire, we hear Marcus's maniacal laughter. Willie dashes across as gunfire redoubles and plunges down the stairs. Loading dock. Willie bursts out onto the loading dock, still holding the elephant. He dives into his Mercedes and peels out. Rounding the corner of the loading dock, Willie comes upon a fleet of squad cars idling in the street. He roars up on the road as policemen leap from their vehicles, cranking up their sirens in pursuit. Willie drives, his jaw set, a desperate man in a Santa suit.
Shit. Fuck.
Willie's car corners on the stage.
God damn it. What the fuck?
Willie's car comes onto Sage Terrace on 2 wheels, slams back down onto 4, fishtails up to the kid's house, and squeals, breaking into its driveway. The police vehicles in hot pursuit squeal, skid, and slew around in a jumble at the foot of the lawn. Cops leap out of their cars just as Willie jumps from his.
Oh, put your hands up.
Up your ass!
All right, boys, nail him.
A ripple of gunfire at the top of the stoop, facing the door. Willie staggers, rolls his eyes, and drops. Nearby window drawn by the noise. An adorable 6-year-old in a nearby house slides open his second-story bedroom window to look. Frozen in a semicircle at the foot of the neighboring lawn, an army of cops has guns drawn on the felled Santa Claus, who is sprawled on the neighbor's stoop, motionless, his hands stretched towards the front of the door, a fluffy pink elephant undelivered. The 6-year-old draws his breath and screams. He is joined by his equally adorable little brother and sister who look and scream with him. Somewhere a neighborhood dog barks. A cop looks up at the window and the 3 shrieking children.
Somebody put a zipper on those fucking kids.
The kid's house. Willie. The kid's house. Willie reads a letter.
Dear kid, I hope that you got my present and that there wasn't too much blood on it. Although there was blood on the present you gave me, so, it didn't stop me from enjoying it. So maybe the blood doesn't matter so much, I guess.
Fade in on a shelf in the kid's bedroom where the stuffed elephant sits, in a place of honor. Its fur indeed stiff and stained with dried blood. The kid's bedroom is no longer in disarray. Things are neat and comfy. We pan off of it to find this letter, crudely handwritten, tacked up on a little bulletin board.
Anyway, just in case they took it as evidence, I am also sending you a t-shirt. I hope it's the right size. I'm healing up good, and they tell me that I will soon be 100% even with 8 slugs pulled out of my back. They didn't hit any vital organs, just my liver, which, is fucked up anyway. Anyways.
Inside the bedroom, we hear the sound of the TV in the living room.
Thank you for giving the cops the letter. I forgot I asked you to do it, but it's, it's a good thing you did, or Santa's little helper would have plugged his ass. And now the cops know I wrote it, which is gonna make my ass get out of jail. That plus everyone agreeing that the Phoenix Police Department shooting an unarmed Santa was even more fucked up than Rodney King. The cops are treating me like a fucking royalty now, which is, it's new experience for me. As for my little helper, I am sorry to have to tell you that him and his prune-faced, mail-ordered wife are gonna be exploring mountains with your dad. I hope your dad doesn't go sucking shit from them like I did. Meanwhile, I told the cops you had no one looking after you. So they set it up with Mrs. Santa's sister, watching you till your dad gets back in a year and a half or whatever. They made her a guardian pro temp. or some such shit. I don't know. Fuck it. Let's just say that she likes hanging around your fucking house and your jacuzzi.
Sue is in a towel holding a highball as she climbs out of the jacuzzi. The kid walks by her carrying a bucket. She tussles his hair affectionately as he goes by. He's never looked better.
So I'll be staying in Phoenix now, telling the police how screwed up they are, which, fuck it, whatever. They shot me in the back. I don't give a shit. I'm going to make out of this motherfucker like a fucking bandit. See you soon, kid.
The kid is dipping a toilet bowl brush into a bucket of soapy water on the front stoop.
Santa.
As the kid turns and hunkers down to scrub the dried blood off the stoop, we see the back of his t-shirt. Shit happens when you party naked. Fade out. The end.
Hooray!
Fucking internet!
What the fuck?
I was charging full steam. I hadn't even realized it was down.
No one cares, Ira. I'm fucking drunk as shit, and I don't know what the fuck. I stopped being able to read about fucking 4 minutes ago.
We know.
Yeah, duh, no
We
shit.
noticed.
You know, bottles in water? I thought you had water in there. Shit.
Rashid,
What the fuck?
You thought
ever?
this is fucking water?
Thing
Yes.
again.
Rashid, we're
Yes.
live.
Oh my God. You were drinking straight?
I've been drinking since before this started, just so I can get in
shit.
a character.
We're still live.
Yeah, I thought that was
You should probably turn this off. Hey, the
Yes,
red light! The red
still
light's
live.
on! It's still
Oh
recording!
shit, the red light's on. Wait,
I'm on.
can we all give it up for our co-star tonight, Stolik Naya?
Seriously.
Okay.
This show wouldn't have been this show without it.
Are we gonna turn the live off?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wait,
we gotta.
Are you ready? Wait, hold on. Let's
Say
do this
goodbye,
thing.
everybody. Oh, let's take a picture.
Bye,
So,
everybody.
Everyone
There's
take a
Santa
picture
Willa.
first. Hi. Take a
Everybody say your name at some point.
picture. Look at the camera. I'm gonna take a picture, y'all.
Okay.
Ira.
Nice.
Joe.
That's Ira, that's Joe. Names?
No,
Mark-
that's
Roma?
Joe. That's Ira.
Don't we all know each other? Was
This shit.
it just?
No, just
No,
for
it's for
people
the
that are
audience.
watching.
Oh, oh, those people.
All three of you that are watching this.
All three of you. Hi, guys.
One is-
There's at least
Oh.
5 people that have seen this tonight.
Five. Five.
All right, countdown 5, 4.
5 YouTube
Thank you.
viewers.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
In stream, motherfuckers.
Whoa, we had 5. That's our record.
I know.
No,